Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Double Up Pod. As always, the Gillati, the Rambo, coming back at you.
We're live.
We are live.
So, fucking totally switched back to Hoyt.
Yeah, what a bitch, dude. What a gay guy. Jesus.
I almost seen that coming. I don't know why. I had a feeling it was
Of course.
switched back to Hoyt.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because, I don't know, PSE.
Yeah. I mean, he never burned a bridge. PSE probably just offered him a buttload of cash.
You think that's what it was? I don't know, man. I don't think cash is going to be a big deciding factor for him. I think his brand, the whole knock-on thing, I bet he's making so much money doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I doubt a bow manufacturer's going to make or break him.
I seen some of his stuff in Lancaster Archery today.
Yeah. Yep. That was a fun trip.
That was a fantastic trip.
Hell yeah. Got a great deal on some boots.
Yes.
If you need some boots, by the time this comes out, it's probably too late, but they had Lacrosse Alpha Burry Pro.
18 inchers, double enders.
Yeah. They were $100.
$100.
Yeah.
Normally $250.
Yeah, they're like $240 normally. Yeah. So, huge discount.
Picked up two of them. Picked up a pair for Ryan, too.
Yeah. Yep. We all got a pair.
Yeah, you can't pass a deal up like that.
No, you're not going to see that again. I've never seen them that cheap, ever.
We were saying we should have bought the whole fucking pallet and sold them.
Sold them on eBay for $150.
Yeah.
Made $50 a pop.
Shit.
Hindsight's 2020. It's been difficult getting all them boots out of there, too.
Yeah, it's true.
Rachel would have been like, what the fuck is this? Like, we're boot salesmen.
You spent $3,000
on what if they don't sell? Oh, they're going to sell, baby. Trust me. Sugar
Listen.
toots.
Honey, baby, sweetie. We got it.
Just have a little faith in you, boy, you know? Would have been a good investment. But.
Yeah, went up there. I needed shorter draw length mods for the Matthews. Man, they're sweet. It's like a whole new belt.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it feel like different drawing it?
It does.
Really?
It feels less harsh.
Hmm.
I guess maybe because the hill getting in the valley was so far back.
It was too far.
Yeah, where I normally feel it.
Hmm.
Maybe that's probably it. But it's money now.
Hell yeah. Shot the Techno Hunt. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool. It's always fun. They're just good fun.
Even though we got robbed.
Yeah.
On a lot of those shots.
It was like vitals. It was like, that was a hard shot.
Yeah, hard punch that fucking moose.
It's pretty strict on giving out, what is it called? It's called them bullseyes, but yeah, I think 90% of them are bullseyes, but whatever. It was cool.
Really.
Cool game.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that in my basement.
Oh, my God.
Could you imagine?
I would never leave my basement.
You'd never get me out of the house.
No.
I'd be like, can I get a program of Democrats?
Yeah.
Target Democrats.
God. We're gonna get deplatformed.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. We did the big game one. They got all kinds of different stuff that you can shoot on them things though, like fish even, which I don't know how that works, but be cool. Try something different next time.
Yeah. It's $15 for a half hour. Shit.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah. What else did we get up there? You got broadheads, vanes.
Vanes for the bow to fletch the arrows, my arrows. Got some broadheads, brought some Grim Reaper 125s.
Yeah, boy.
I'm a big Sever fan, but I also I respect the shit out of them, so I figured I'd grab some while I was there. Might use some of them on some whitetail, or maybe some Sika, I don't know. Could go either way.
Put a hell of a hole in that hind.
Yeah. I didn't even look to see if they had Sever there.
I don't know.
I could have just grabbed some Sever too, but the Grim Reapers they're great broadheads. I've watched you kill dozens of deer. With Grim Reaper, so.
With zero issue.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. They're awesome. They fly like a field point. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
And we chronoed our bows.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I'm pumping out. I got 294 on the Ethos, which was where I was hoping I would be. I was hoping I would be close to 300. Of course, I was hoping I'd be maybe a little over, but yeah, that's solid. That's a that's a fast bow.
Mm-hmm.
With a hunting arrow, you know what I mean, 125 grain tip, like that's cooking.
Surprised the shit out of me.
Yeah.
34-inch axle to axle, a 294. Rip it.
Yeah.
Mine surprised me on the wrong end.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew's lift was 287.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Your draw length is a little shorter.
Yeah.
But our arrows are pretty similar in weight. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the ethos is just a little faster.
I guess.
Matthew sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It's trash.
I should have just bought a Holy while I was up there.
Yeah. Should have got rid of it.
Piss.
Well, now you just got to hope your limbs don't crack.
Yeah, God. So far, so good.
Yeah.
But I probably got 200 shots in it right now. Everything's good to go so far.
Yeah. And I feel like if they were going to crack, they would have cracked by now.
Well, I've seen a lot of people online saying they crack soon. I've seen one guy who said he had like 1,000 shots through it, and then they went. So it's like there's no rhyme or reason or when. It sucks.
That's scary, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not what you want to hear about a bow.
No.
No.
But I think we talked about this last time. I think their turnaround time is pretty quick on limbs. I think they're like a week maybe. So, but I don't want that week to happen, say Sickaville or
Middle of November.
or
Yeah.
just any time during deer season for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want it to happen at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's a brand new bow. And I know it's probably not it's definitely not all of them. It's probably a small percentage of them, but still, it's an issue, you know?
How do they not, like what the fuck was that? They got to put like 100 bows and just like shoot them over and over and over again, right? Like they got to know that this was going to happen, or I guess not, or they wouldn't have put them out.
I don't know. It's a great question. I mean, who knows? It's hard to say. I haven't been on the manufacturing end. I'd love to do a tour. So the Elite guys offered us to come up there and tour their facility. I think that would be awesome.
That would be sick.
Something we should definitely try to make happen during the off season next year while we still can. But
Picking up what you put down.
yeah. Oh man, we got out. So after we came back from Lancaster, we went out and saddled up. It was rain this morning. We were planning to do it this morning, but it rained. So after Lancaster, we went out, climbed up some trees, which is, if you haven't done it yet, and even whether you hunt out of a saddle or a hang-on or a climber, honestly, it's a great idea to get out a few weeks before season and just practice your climbing, make sure you got your rope set up right, everything's good, check all your safety equipment. You know what I mean? Look over your harness or your saddle, whatever. Like, now's the time to do that stuff.
Yeah.
And if you haven't done it yet, you should get on it. Because you don't want it to be opening morning. You get out there in the dark and you fucking forget something. You know, that sucks.
Or forget to clip your fucking bow onto your goddamn tow rope.
Right. You get all the way up there and your bow's on the ground still. Yeah. Nah, it's good to just run through the motions, break some of that rust off in practice rather than doing it when you're in the middle of a hunt. So glad we got out, got to do that, shot the bows a little bit. And this was actually, for me with the Ethos and you with the Matthews, with the lift, the first time shooting them from a saddle.
Yeah.
So I think that's important too, just to familiarize yourself with your new setup. I mean, it's all pretty much the same, but you got to worry about, like, is my third axis good? Even though, like, you didn't... It's the same sights from our old bows, and in theory it should still be good, but you never know, you know? Every bow's a little different.
Yeah.
And how you are at full draw matters with your third axis. So, but they shot great. We lucked out with that, and there's money.
Those ultra arrows, yes, your bow is faster, but those thinner arrows penetrate 5 inches more than yours.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. Those arrows are sick.
Yeah. Shout out Travis.
Yeah, I'm sold on them. The ultra arrows. When I get through my carnivores, which are great arrows, I've had zero issues out of them. Love them. I think they're awesome. But these ultras, man, they're just they're nice. They are the next step in technology. I mean, just like that. That is just, they're just dope. Great arrows. Super great penetration. I love the thin diameter too. That's really nice. So I think they're the way to go.
Yeah.
For a hunting setup, for sure, dude. They fly great too, and they're quiet.
Yeah, really quiet.
Yeah, they're not as loud as 246 diameter, .246 diameter shaft. It's definitely a difference. Like when if you stand like downrange, obviously not right in front of the arrows, but sometimes John and I like to play a little dodgeball with arrows, but you can hear arrows fly by.
Yes.
Like it's and those are quieter than mine for sure. And we have the same exact fletching setup. We both shoot tack drivers. What are they? 2-inch tack drivers.
2 inchers.
Yeah, I think I just bought 2.25s, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
What a scumbag. God damn it.
God damn it. Guess I'm switching.
Well, hey, what's a 1/4 inch? Why even sell them?
I know. That sucks. I wonder if the ones I got, I'm pretty sure the ones I got are 2-inch that are on my arrows.
Yeah, probably.
Why didn't I look at that?
I don't know. Why would they even sell a 1/4 inch longer vein now?
I don't know.
I'm pissed off now.
Yeah, me too.
God damn it.
God damn it, tack veins. I'm going to write you a nasty email. Speaking of pissing me off, how about all this fucking Amish? Dude, there was an Amish kid in there. And maybe he was a Mennonite, I don't know, with a brand new Matthews lift getting a fucking $1,500 Garmin sight put on his bow.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me? I thought you guys weren't supposed to use technology and shit, you know? Like, what the fuck?
Bending the rules a little bit. It's amazing how much money they spend on that shit.
Yeah, tax avoiding bastards. I mean, I'm a little jealous, I guess. I don't want to pay taxes either. No sales tax in PA, apparently. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like a thing they're doing for like back to school, maybe?
Maybe. Or maybe it's on like clothing there's no sales tax. Because like some states have different things. Like on groceries, there's no sales tax, but on like goods there is. Or vice versa, you know. I'm not sure how it works in PA.
Yeah, I don't know.
But in Maryland, it's 6% sales tax. So if you buy a $100 pair of boots, it's actually $106. Which is a fucking racket.
That place is a fucking madhouse on Saturday.
Yes.
If you need to get your bow worked on and you go to Lancaster, do it during the week.
Yeah.
Because you're going to wait an hour plus.
Yep.
On a tech.
Yeah, I heard them saying there was over an hour wait.
Yeah. Kid had to get his peep tied in or some shit. Like, just do it yourself, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, not everybody, you know.
Yeah, we're different. I like to tinker. I like to know my equipment.
Yeah. Yep. I'd much rather tie my own peep in.
Yeah.
Not saying that they don't do a great job. I'm sure most of them guys do, but I like doing my own. And honestly, it's not hard. You can watch a YouTube video on that shit.
Yeah, watch Levi Morgan do it.
Yep. That's the same way I do it. 20 days. Our season begins.
I can't fucking wait.
Oh, God.
Like, getting up in that tree today and shooting that bow. I'm fired up now.
Yes.
Fired up.
I know. Just sitting up there, feeling the wind just sway the tree a little bit. I was like, oh, man, I am ready now. I think, be careful when you go out there and climb because it's going to make you want to hunt.
Yeah. Like, I felt like I was more tuned in. Like, I got down, I was hearing some crunching around me.
Yeah.
I was like, it was probably Doc, but what was that?
I know. I was looking at Doc and Storm in the yard. I was like, I could fucking ice them from here. I wouldn't even know it.
It's going to come so quick.
Oh,
hopefully we can opening day in Blackwater.
Yeah. That's what the plan is as of now.
Yeah.
But that depends upon,
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me. Need more beer. That depends upon the weather.
Yeah.
I'm not driving 2 hours to go sit in the swamp when it's 90 degrees.
No, absolutely not.
Now, if we got a nice cool morning, I'm going for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. That sounds fun to me. Might even hear some bugles. They don't bugle nearly as much in September as they do in October, but they bugle year round. It's just not as common.
Mm.
But I would love to hear one. It's a great way to start the season.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Stroke a sick in the morning, come home, kill a whitetail.
Yes. That's the dream.
That is.
I don't know if I've ever. I know I've never done it. Yeah, I've never killed one of each in the same day.
That's like banging 2 chicks in the same day.
Yeah, that's
probably more obtainable.
yeah, I've definitely done that, but no, definitely not with the. I mean, never mind. I'm knocking beer over here. Yeah, the fucking The deer, though, dude. Yeah, you got me thinking back to some good times now, man. Shit. I had a three in a day.
Threer.
Yeah.
Damn
One was technically the night before, but it was after midnight.
Oh, that counts.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it counts. So it was the same day.
Yeah.
But of course, this was all. Never mind.
Yeah.
But the deer, the Sika deer and the white-tailed deer in one day would be. That's a dream. And we could do it.
It's obtainable.
We could do it today or this year.
Yeah.
One of us could do it for sure. I think the whitetail is obviously the easier of the two, being that we're hunting on private land, and with the Sika, it's public, so it's definitely harder.
But it's opening day.
Opening day. Yeah. Seen some last year on opening day. I went down and I seen five hinds, which is a good bit. That's a lot of hinds. Like, Sika's not like whitetail. It's not very often you're going to see, 5, 6, 7 deer at a time. With whitetail, it's pretty common to see 5, 6, 7 deer at a time. With Sika, it's usually 1 or 2, maybe 3, Like, you don't see big groups very often like that, but there was 5 of them. So that was cool. And it's just like anything else, when they've had no hunting pressure all summer. Early season it's my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so fucking hot in Maryland, if it was, 40 degrees in the morning, early season would be hands down my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
But I also I like early season for the actual pursuit of the game, because your odds of seeing them are just way higher in those first couple weeks of September. But I love late October, November for the weather, for the change of the leaves. Oh man, dude, just think about that. Just think about October. It's Halloween. The leaves are fucking just a fucking Jackson Pollock painting of colors. You know what I mean? Just all these different colors.
It's 58 degrees.
58 degrees outside. You got a gentle south wind, maybe. I don't know.
Throbbing erection.
Yeah, I'm just fucking pitching a tent. Yeah, all my blood is down there. I'm about to pass out in my saddle. Wish I had that problem.
Yeah. God. Fall is definitely the greatest time of the year. Hands down.
Any hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, unless maybe you're like a big spring bear guy out west or something, but dude, the fall. I live for the fall.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I mean, I love hoodie weather and fucking campfires, bonfires, fucking chili and fucking hot cup of coffee on a cold morning, heading to the stand. Whoo! If that shit don't get you excited, man, you ain't a fucking bow hunter. I don't know what to tell you.
Summer's cool and all, but fuck.
Yes.
Beautiful thing.
It'll be here before we know it.
It will.
Yep, and then it'll fly by. So we're 20 days out, John. What do you want to do with this year? What are your goals? Do you have anything in particular that you would like to achieve this year? Like a specific amount of does? Do you want to try to get a buck, stag? Like, what are you looking at?
All right. Well, I don't have any big bucks on camera, so buck, that's not really at the front of my mind right now. I could really honestly care less. If one comes by, obviously I'm going to be fired up and kill it. But if it doesn't happen, oh well. But as of right now, the goals are this. 2 Sika deer and at least 6 whitetail.
Hell yeah.
I think that's obtainable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. I wouldn't be surprised if you tag out on Sika this year.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I
think there's, I've tagged out 2 years in a row now down there. All 100% public land. I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, I don't want to get too ahead of myself and say I want to stag. Obviously, I want to stag.
Yeah.
But I want to, put the time in. I want to put the work in.
Yep.
Like I earned it.
Yep.
So, 2 hinds would be nice.
And I think also, like, it kind of ruins you when you get, like, a nice animal first. Like I see like these kids at like 15 out with their dad and they shoot a fucking 140-inch whitetail. It's like, you ruined that kid.
Yeah, and then he's
like,
never going to go again.
He's going to lose interest because like that's going to be so uncommon.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's awesome, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it's kind of a gift and a curse. Like if I went down to Sickaville and the first time I went down there I shot a fucking 80-inch fucking 6-pointer, then it's like, oh well, I've kind of done it now, you know. It kind of ruins you. So I think it's a good thing to, you know, work your way up. Shoot a fucking couple hinds, a spike, a 4-pointer, then you're fucking after that 6, and it's a game, you know, and it's fun.
It's probably a good thing the very first Sika deer I ever saw was that absolute mega giant with you.
Yeah.
So now I'm chasing that high, chasing that dragon.
Yes.
I know he's out there.
Oh, yeah. I've seen 2 other 6-pointers. And I had to think about this the other day because I had a guy ask me, and that was my response was like, yes, I seen one monster because that came to my head. But I have seen 2 other 6s. One was very brief, and it was during a thunderstorm with Ryan. So, and I only seen one side of his antlers, so I couldn't really even tell. But Ryan seen him better, and he was a 6, but he wasn't as big as the one we seen. And then I seen that one. I can't remember the unit, so I wouldn't tell you if I did, but I was tried to call to, and he looked at me like, you dumb fuck, and just kept walking. He was way too far. He was over 100 yards.
Oh, wow.
But he was out in the needle grass, and he was a nice 6, but once again, not the same caliber 6 that we seen. That was a potential state record 6-pointer.
Easily.
On public land.
It's a mega giant.
Monster. I mean, his body looked just different from any other Sika I've ever seen.
Big black mane.
Yeah, I mean, he was like just barrel chested. He looked like a small elk. I mean, he really looked like a small elk. It was just a beautiful stag. Oh, if I could get him, dude. Oh man, I just wanna be able to walk up and just put my hands on that animal. You know, that's like the buck you shot 2 years ago. Like, how did that feel? Just walking up on just a fucking hammer of a Pope and Young, just a stud. I mean, you've killed another Pope and Young, but it was with a rifle.
Yeah.
So that had to be like, I mean, what did that feel like walking up on that thing?
It was it's bittersweet. I mean, I watched that deer from July 4th on, and then when I got the first opportunity opening day, I missed. And then the weekend after, I hit him, and I thought I shouldered him. I never thought I was going to see him again. Called the dog in, and then we found him. It was just like the lowest of low to just the highest of highs.
Wow.
It was great. I mean, but then it's bittersweet because like that chapter's over, and which sucks, but on to the next one.
Yeah. That is cool that you got to see him on camera and stuff too. Now, I'm kind of getting like over cameras right now.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's just kind of like, we don't get enough big bucks on the properties that we have permission to I really feel like I need one. You know, we get like maybe one a year.
Yeah.
And then, you know, honestly, it just gets you all excited for that buck, and you're fucking going after it, and then somebody else shoots it, and it's just like, because, you know, the properties we have permission on, or there's a whole bunch of people who have permission, so it's public land that you can do stuff on, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a little better than public, don't get me wrong. It is better, but it you know, we've got a lot of competition there. And it sucks when you fall in love with an animal and then you can't get it done, or somebody else shoots it before you. It's almost like, I feel like I would just enjoy it more if I just went out and hunted.
Yeah.
You know, and didn't even know what's out there. Almost. Don't get me wrong, I still like the cameras. I still put them up because it is fun. I love getting pictures on my phone. I love it. You know,
it's good for the intel, but I was telling you, like, when the battery's down on this one, I'm not putting any more back in it.
Yeah.
I know that there's deer there. I know where I'm going. I know how to kill them.
We've hunted these properties for years.
Yeah.
We know what time of year the rut's going to kick off. You know, we know, and around the rut, cold fronts are everything.
Yeah. Cameras are useless during the rut.
Yeah. Pretty much useless. Yeah.
You'll get a picture of a giant 10 and
never see him again.
Ever see him again.
Yeah.
Because that deer might be from fucking 6 miles away.
All that is a cool picture, bud.
Yeah. You did nothing.
Yeah. So, but what I was saying is, like, with cold fronts is, and that's why we're talking about this for opening day, you know, like, people don't put enough weight on cold fronts, I think. Well, excuse me. got the Rona. But I really, like, man, this year, my goals for this year is to be more intentional with the way I hunt. And I mean that by, like, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to really be choosy about the days I go out this year. I want to pick cold fronts, not just cold fronts, but I want the right wind direction for what I'm doing for the area that I'm sitting. I'm going to be really intentional about my approach and my exit, timing my entrance. That's something like Jeff Sturgis. I watched the YouTube video of him the other day. He made a great point that honestly I've never even thought about. He said certain spots in early season, he's like, obviously, there's very few spots that you really want to hunt in early season in the morning anyway. Yeah. But he's like, in early season, there's certain spots that you actually want to go in kind of late, because if you go in too early, there's already deer out there, and you're going to blow out more deer. As to if you go in like right after sunup when you can actually see, that's actually like a better time to go in. And it got my wheels turned. I'm like, man, there are some spots that might be a better option to go in like just as you can see. That way I know as I walk through this field, it's not full of deer. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like there's just a lot of nuance to it though, that like there's just different little tactics and things that I want to be this year. I want to really be intentional about what I'm doing, and I'm not going to just go hunt when it's fucking hot as shit or it's windy as fuck. Like I'm not doing it. Yeah. And honestly, I'm going to really focus in on cold fronts this year. I mean, that's going to be the majority of my days hunting. And for the rut this year, I'm not taking a whole week. I'm going to take periodic days in November that are cool days, where I get big temp drops. I'm not talking about just cool days. Like if it's 50 degrees for the high on November 1st, and then it's 50, and then it's 46, like, yes, that's cold, but I need that big temp change. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we really want. I want to see, like, if we go into October and our days are constantly 75, 75, 75, I'm looking for that day where we got a high of 60. Yes. Like, that's like, yes, I want to hunt that day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen it was a tip online from Bomar. Fucking clown. But it was a good tip. It said, during the rut, hunt over a scrape after a rainstorm. Like directly after a rainstorm. Because that buck is going to come back to that scrape and freshen it up. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna definitely hone in, be more calculated, like you said, on when and where and how I hunt. Yes. Like I don't want to waste my time. I just don't want to go sit in trees for the fuck of it.
No. As much as I love sitting in the woods, I want to see deer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That is my objective. And I don't want to, because there's been hunts last year I can remember that I was like, I just fucking wasted 5 hours. Yep. Like that was dumb. I should, and I'm going back to my truck like, God, I fucked that one up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I was a waste of my time.
And going in, you're like, man, this wind's fucked up. I shouldn't be here. But you still.
But I'm already here. Yeah. So, and then you go sit there. It's like, no, I should have just turned around. Yeah. Like I knew. But it's just, you get it in your head, and like, so I'm gonna really try to be better at that this year.
That old saying, can't kill from the couch. You kind of can.
Sometimes it's better. Yeah. To just stay the fuck home. Yeah. Yep. Keep the pressure lower. Don't go in there and let your wind get blown in the wrong direction. If that wind ain't right, fucking just don't hunt.
Ooh, another goal I want to kill a critter in a ghillie suit on the ground in the soybean.
Hell yeah.
We were talking about that today.
Yes.
Want to do that. Yeah. Bad.
Yeah. That's a hunt John and I were talking about earlier, and I've done it several times. I love doing it. You just strap on some knee pads or bring a cushion for your ass. Because the soybean these days it's fucking high.
Yeah, fucking 4 feet tall.
Yeah, so you can literally kneel in the soybean and just the tip of your head sticking up, but you got a ghillie suit hat on, you know what I mean? And wait for the deer to come out into the soybean. It's fucking awesome, you know what I mean? And you can really play the wind to your advantage in these circumstances. And I've done it before. I've gotten surrounded by deer and I'm like, well, I'm fucked. They're going to wind me on one side, but it's so cool, we're definitely going to do that this year. But my start from a numbers standpoint, my objective this year is I'm kind of in the same boat for buck. Because I've only got one camera up right now. which sucks. Well, 2, but only one's a cell cam. So I don't even know what's gotten on the other one. But one of my cell cams is messed up, or 2 of my cell cams are messed up, which sucks. One, I think, just needs better batteries. I'm going to try to put that up this week. But anyway, I have point is I've got 0 shooters that I have seen on camera. So with that being said, my goals are public land. Yes, I'd love to maybe stroke a nice buck on public, because I will hunt some public land in Cecil County. Maybe even go down to Ryan's. He told me the other day, like, y'all should come down and hunt there. So maybe we'll go shoot his deer. I love you, Ryan. And but my bucks, I don't really have I don't have high hopes this year for getting a shooter buck.
Yeah, same boat.
So I want to shoot at least 5-6 does, at least 1 hind, and I really want a 6-point stag. And I know that's a tall order to do on public land, but that is my goal. That's what I would really like to get this year. I would be happy with a nice big 4. That would be cool. I would want one bigger than the one I've already shot. But I really want a 6. Really want a 6.
Yeah. You got a new call too.
I did. Oh yeah.
That might be a game changer.
Got a new call. That thing's pretty sweet. So, and it's we've talked about it on here before, and it's been recommended by locals and stuff. And look, here's the thing with Sitka deer. I don't want you to go out there and just blind call. I think it's a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't kill them like that, but honestly, you're probably going to scare more than you're going to bring in. And for fuck's sake, I'm tired of hearing shitty bugles in the woods. Like, it's so fucking stupid. If you're going to bugle, first of all, practice. Get fucking good at it. And 2, do it when you see one and try to call. If he's not coming your direction, he's heading away, try to call him in. But, other than that, really, I'm not a big blind caller fan. I've done it. And, I've had some success with it, but very little.
Yeah.
Very little. Statistically speaking, I mean, you're talking 5% of the time I've had a stag respond to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're hunting the frag, you can have a fucking hind 5 yards from you and not even know she's there.
Yeah, and you just scared that hind off. Yeah. And I mean, or stag.
Yeah.
And if you bugle with them too close. So, I think you got to be real careful with calling the Sitka. But be intentional about it if you want to do it. And just get good with your call.
Yeah, piss the neighbors off. Go outside and rip that thing.
Yeah, I was doing it at work the other day. Just driving around in my work van.
That call sounds great.
It does.
Yeah.
It does sound really good.
And
I don't even want to say what call it is because I don't want people to know.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
It's a Nordic Sitka. It's a great call.
Yeah, you busted out the one you've had up in the tree this afternoon.
No comparison.
Yeah, that thing sounds like hell.
Yeah, so the Sitka Reel is what we've been using. And I've had some success with it, don't get me wrong. And honestly, I think it probably works just as good. But I feel like if you want to call in a mature stag, you're going to have to sound like a challenge. And that Sitka Reel sounds like a little bitch-ass stag.
It does.
And a big 6 is probably hears that and he's like, yeah, fuck that little fella.
Yeah.
But he hears the Nordic Sitka. I think that thing sounds fantastic.
It's got that, guttural, growl in it.
Yes.
It sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I think if you're going to buy a call, I think that's the one to buy. The only problem is it's hard to find.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Last time I tried to buy it, it was in fucking Poland or Sweden or something, and it was a 6-week shipping.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't buy it last year. And then this year, Ryan and I were on the phone, and I'm looking it up, and I'm like, oh, shit, there's one in Michigan. Yeah, so
Okay.
I had it 3 days later.
Wow.
Why some fur trading company in Michigan had a Nordic Sitka, I don't know.
Beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, is there a Sitka population in Michigan that I don't know about?
Maybe behind a fence.
Yeah, probably.
Big hunters up there.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a great call. I'm super pumped for Sitka. It's going to be a great year. Our boy Kevin's coming back. Big K. The man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
He's a fucking killing son of a bitch there, boy. Man. He's a legend.
I can't wait. That's going to be such a good fucking time down his fucking camper.
Yeah, he bought a camper, and he probably, sold it to the old lady. Like, look, honey, we'll go on camping trips, baby.
Sweetie, honey, baby.
Brandy knows exactly what he's doing now. She's like, yeah, sure, Kevin. We'll fucking get the camper. But it's fucking awesome. He got this dope-ass camper, so we're shitting in high cotton this year, dude. Kevin.
We're not roughing it.
Yeah, he's taking care of us. We might have to cuddle up in one of the queen-size beds, but I don't give a fuck. It's in air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
Plug in the fucking fire stick.
A full-size fridge, a stove, a microwave. Yeah. Dude, it's not roughing it. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to be living the dream. It's going to be a great time. So those creature comforts, man, they make a big difference.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I didn't mind camping. I had fun. But, you're getting bit up at the campsite. It's hot.
You gotta worry about charging shit.
Yeah, your fan dies in the middle of the night, and you wake up, your fucking air mattress went flat. Like, it sounds like a little bitch right now, but
hey.
That's the truth. Like, sick of hunting's hard enough.
Yeah.
So let's make it as comfortable as we can when we get back to camp. So I'm pumped for having the camper.
To be able to get back to that camper and just hop right in the shower.
Yes.
Oh my fucking God.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Put on some football, maybe. Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
can't wait.
Dad, if you're listening, you have to stay at my house and watch the dogs.
Yeah. Don't use my bidet. You gotta set that thing on high.
No matter.
So as soon as he touches it, just
it just blows him off the seat.
Yeah, just fucking cleans his colon.
Man, if you don't have a bidet, get you one.
Those things are legit.
God.
They are legit. Got this dope ass hat.
That's a sick fucking hat.
That's one of the coolest hats I've ever seen.
Yeah, great colors. You look like a fucking absolute stud over there.
It was way more expensive. I would have not bought it had I looked at the price tag, but I just kind of I seen it. I was like, oh, that's fucking dope. I threw it in there. I figured it was $20. No.
35.
Yeah. Oh well. It's a cool hat.
Yeah.
It's a cool hat.
So are you going to get a new site? Have we told the people?
I don't know if we talked about that last time, but my site was making a terrible ruckus. But I got it quieted down pretty good now. I think it's okay. I still think it's making a little noise. But it might just be my bow is just louder than yours. The lift is quiet.
It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Thunk.
So it might just be the ethos isn't as quiet as the lift, but
well, I mean that site was making a racket.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
Yes, but I feel like now it's much better, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely better. I took the whole thing and just went over everything, tightened everything down, put a little dollop of grease in there. I didn't really want to, but because I know it's going to pick up dirt and shit. But I had to do something. Yeah. I wanted to buy a new site, but I did a lot of research online. And I was looking at I'm looking at the Ultra View, which is really I didn't want to spend the money on. It's too much. It's $600.
$600.
Awesome site. We looked at it at Lancaster today. It's really well made. It's super streamlined. Like adjusting your first, second, third axis is a fucking Allen key. Like it's really nice.
It's too much.
But it's $600.
It's too much.
It is. So then I'm looking at the dialed Arxos, $500.
Yeah.
And I'm looking online, and I'm seeing a good bit of complaints on the forums and stuff with, like, some slop in it and a couple other things. I can't remember, but it kind of deterred me from really wanting to go with that. And then I'm looking at Spot Hog again. I'm like, do I want to buy the same site?
Yeah.
Like, I have the one I want, really. But the Boonie is a new model that Spot Hog recently put out. But it is, I mean, it's flying off the shelf. So it's hard to find one in right hand with a double pin with .10. I don't want the 1.9.
No,
I want the smaller ones, and it's hard to find. You can't buy one online right now. You can't find one. Lancaster is sold out. They said they're going to get shipment in a couple weeks. So honestly, that's probably what I'm going to go with is a Boonie. But if I can get through the season with this site, as long as it doesn't start making a terrible ruckus again, I'm going to try to make it through the season, and I'll buy a Boonie in the off season next year.
I like it.
That's my plan.
Well, you got to quiet it down because it was making a hell of a vibration. It was the gears, right? Just had a lot of slop in it.
Yeah, the gears had too much play in them.
Yeah.
And I tightened down 2 Allen keys on like the, I don't know what you would call it, but and I tightened a couple Allen keys down, and that helped tremendously. And then I put a little bit of grease in there, and that pretty much did it.
Good.
I don't think it's making noise anymore. I think the bow's just louder than the Hoyt and the lift.
That lift it's insanely quiet.
It is.
It's so fucking quiet.
It's probably the quietest bow I've ever heard shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be the rubber in the limbs.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be those shitty limbs. Because it is, man. It's like think, tunk, like it's so quiet.
Yeah. The arrow hitting the target is louder than the actual bow.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. But we're having limb issues. So.
Yeah, I guess it's give and take.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
And I said that. I think I said it on here.
Did you?
About that rubber and the limbs. I was like, dude, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
That's got to be I mean, I don't know. You said they had it last year too, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. I know. It sketches me out. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's probably not a 20-year bow.
Yeah.
It's definitely like maybe a 10-year bow.
Mm.
But that rubber inside those limbs, that can't be good.
And no, rubber dry rots.
Yeah.
I mean, in a matter of time,
it's going to lose its
elasticity.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, it's something to consider. I mean, we're buying flagship bows, I think, from here on out, probably every few years anyway.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I probably won't keep a bow more than 5 years.
No.
Just because in 5 years, dude, they do a lot.
Yeah.
They come a long way in 5 years.
Hell, I'll probably go back to Hoyt in 5 years.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about that, and there's all good bows.
Yeah.
PSEs makes great bows. Bowtech makes great bows. We've said this a million times. Elite, Matthews, whatever. There's a lot of great bows out there. Even Bear makes really good bows now. I mean, fucking, we've got some of these smaller brands like Darton and fucking, what is that one? Black Mamba in fucking Canada. But I'd never shoot a Canadian bow, but
no. I like freedom.
I'm an American, man. Justin Trudeau can go fuck himself.
What a clown.
Yeah.
God, that guy. How the fuck does he get voted in?
I don't know.
God.
I feel like his time's got to be up, right? What is their term limit?
I don't know.
I feel like he's been there a while.
I don't really pay attention to Canada.
No, I can't hear it over my freedom.
Over the eagle cry. Mm-hmm. Speaking of freedom, man. Get out and vote in November, fellas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want to save this fucking country. Not like we have any option, really. There's only one.
Yeah.
So.
The Messiah. Daddy Trump.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I hate getting into politics, but he's the man. He's the guy.
Not gay.
Yeah.
Not gay at all.
Kamala's just, oh my goodness. She's terrible. She's terrible. I love RFK, but he's got no shot. So it's Trump all the way.
Yeah. Like, how can they call Trump a threat to democracy when they handpick a fucking candidate on the Democratic side?
Oh, yeah.
What? We didn't vote for her.
Look, I'm sorry, but let's look at this assassination. If that wasn't a CIA inside job, I don't know what is.
Of course it was.
It 100% was.
Yeah.
This kid was on a BlackRock commercial like a couple months before or some shit. He's 21 years old or however old he was.
21, yeah.
Yeah, the CIA got in his ear, and because they hated Trump, they got in his ear, right? And they told this kid, like, look, you're going to get away with it. We're setting it up. You're going to be good to go. We're going to get you out of there, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, loose end. Killed this fucking kid.
Hit him with a 300 Win Mag.
Yeah, and like, if that sounds extreme or crazy to you, like, look into it. Our government has done shit like that.
They killed JFK.
Yeah, for sure.
They definitely killed MLK.
Yeah.
But I've heard it on Joe Rogan. There was someone from D.C. visiting this kid, monthly.
Oh,
they have it on cell phone tracks.
Right, if that wasn't his fucking handler, what do you think it was?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was his handler, brainwashing this fucking kid. Because God knows what they're doing. The CIA's been looking into brainwashing since MK Ultra.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s. They were trying to brainwash motherfuckers. Truth serum and fucking acid and and that's all admitted by our government. That is declassified documents. You can go up, look up MK Ultra. That shit's real. Our government they do nefarious shit every day. Like, they are not a great establishment that's looking out for you and me. They're looking out for themselves.
Thank God the prophet, the Messiah, turned at the right time.
They're gay.
You're gay. Sit down. Boom.
Dude, I mean, even if you don't like the guy, even if you hate him as a person, you gotta admit, dude, that was some gangster shit. He handled that shit like a man. He didn't have to get up. He could have ran off and cowered and, like fucking Biden would have done, fell down the steps. And
turned to dust,
yeah. Nah, dude, he got up. And there could have been another shooter. You know what I mean? But he said, you know what? He said, fight. Let's go. Like, dude, I respect that. That shows courage.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people have that. So that was admirable to me.
Yeah. And then immediately after the debates, the Democrats were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, they fucked now. He won. He's in. Yeah. He's going to win. 100%.
Kamala got that clown from Minnesota or Michigan. That guy's a psycho.
Is he?
He's a piece of shit.
I don't even know who he is.
He was in the Army, and, like, I don't know if he was a sergeant or whatever, but they sent him to Iraq, and as soon as he got there, or almost got there, he quit.
He quit?
Yeah, he quit. He quit the Army.
You can just quit?
I guess. I don't know, but he didn't go to Iraq.
No shit.
There's interviews with, like, the people that were in the same squad.
Oh. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, he's a chump.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Oh, great. So we got a coward as our potential VP. Cool. Oh, dude. if they win, if Kamala wins, dude, World War III's coming.
Kamala.
Talk about division. Like, they'll make it so much worse. Enough about politics. This is a fucking hunting podcast, for fuck's sake.
Well, hey, there's a lot of...
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I seen a... Speaking of politics, I seen a post from Jury Outdoors, and they asked a question, what do you think... Fuck, what was it? What was the actual question? Oh, there's Trump right there. Here it was. What do you think the biggest threat is to hunting?
The attack on the Second Amendment is probably the largest threat to hunting. Because I think it trickles down. And that, obviously, that's probably our biggest threat to hunting.
A lot of people said liberals, Democrats, liberals.
Well, half of them don't want the Second Amendment to... They want to appeal it. They want to get rid of the Second Amendment. They're not fans of it. I'm a fan of all the amendments. I think they've been established for a reason. And look, the Second Amendment, it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. And it was not designed for hunting. It was designed to be our last stand against tyranny. Yeah. So that we can protect ourselves against a tyrannical government. It's got nothing to do with hunting.
Back when they wrote the Constitution, you had to hunt to live.
Yes. That was just part of it. And it was regardless. You know what I mean? But the Second Amendment was specifically to protect us from tyrannical government. Yeah. Which is... If you're a tyrannical government, what do you want to do? What have they done? I mean, history repeats itself. Look throughout history. What did Hitler do? You disarm your citizens. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what they do. That's what they did in fucking Venezuela. That's what they've done. Every country that's ever had a, communist or what is the word I'm looking for?
Dictator?
A dictator come in and take over. They disarm the citizens. That's the first thing they do. Yeah. Like, no, we that is our rights as Americans. That's like, dude, guns are as American as a fucking bald eagle is. You know what I mean? Like, it's as American as the Mississippi River, dude. Like, that is part of our culture.
It's the last stand.
Yes.
From them taking everything.
Absolutely. And the funny thing is, I don't know, maybe I live in an echo chamber, but 99% of the people I know and talk to all feel the same way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I probably do live in an echo chamber, so whatever. I mean, we live in a rural area, but yeah. And honestly, but even like the liberals I know, which I don't have a lot of liberal friends, but even they kind of understand where I come from with the Second Amendment and agree with that. You know what I mean? I don't know why these motherfuckers like Biden want to take our fucking shit,
Yeah.
But yep.
I think another threat to the hunting community is just the infighting. Like, we're all on the same team here.
Yeah.
And like, There's so much infighting.
There's a lot of cuckery.
Yeah, a lot of cuckery.
A lot of fucking faggotry.
We're on the same team.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Calm down.
And like, you know, and you see it from like Ranella and his brother. What's his brother's name? Matt, I think. He's very much like hunt quietly is like his thing. He's like, you know, like we don't need any more hunters. The trailheads are populated enough. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you got guys like Joe Rogan and Steve Ranella and Cam Haines all trying to spread hunting, and yeah, well, you motherfuckers are going hunting on ranches in San Carlos for paying $40,000. You know what I mean? Like the average guy can't do that, and you're just sending all of the dudes who listen to you to these trailheads in Colorado. And now what have they done? They've actually taken over-the-counter tags out of Colorado. It's all draws now. So look, I get that.
Yeah,
I understand where they're coming from, but also I understand why we need to advocate for hunters, hunters, because if we don't protect our way of life, if we don't have advocates for what we do, then it can very easily be taken away.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a middle ground, you know, and it doesn't have to be like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't. But I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to introduce people into hunting. I think it's a good thing. If you want to hunt, you're going to hunt, you know, and you'll find a way. And like, yeah, okay, it gets super crowded down in Sickaville, and it sucks. It pisses me off when there's a fucking parking lot full of trucks. I hate that. But you know what? I still hunt. I'll go somewhere else. I'll fucking hike deeper. I'll hike further. It's just another obstacle. You know what I mean? But I know every truck in that parking lot's voting the same way I am.
Exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So
same team.
We're all on the same team here. And whether you want more hunters or you want less or whatever, like we all got to kind of understand that, hey, look, we all want the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might not vote the same way. Remember that car we followed in the Lancaster today?
Oh, well, yeah. That was perplexing.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing at an archery shop with that bumper sticker? What was the bumper sticker? It was Trump for prison? Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But it was a car with 2 dudes and 2 chicks. So I don't know. Maybe it was their fucking mom's car. I don't know. But it's kind of surprising because. But then again, like people don't see it the same way. Like I know, like I got a buddy who's a liberal that I train jiu-jitsu with, and like he's all for gun rights and like hunting and stuff, but he hates Donald Trump. Hates him. Why? Hates his guts. That's his words, not mine. I hate his guts. But he was like, I hate his guts, but what did he say? I got to respect how he handled the assassination attempt. Like, that was, you know, and he gave him credit, you know, and he said, I hate his guts. And I was just like, I want to ask him, like, why do you hate him, though? Yeah. Like, I understand he's an asshole. And honestly, a lot of his traits as a leader, I'm not very fond of. I think he's just, but hate him? Like, that's strong. Yeah. Like, I don't hate Biden. No. I feel sorry for him, if anything. Yeah, like he sucks as a president. I think he's a terrible leader and all that stuff, but I don't hate the guy. No. You know what I mean? I don't know why Trump is why people hate him so much. I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, I don't know. It's amazing just like how different people can be. It's a good thing, but also oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, how lame would it be if we were all the same?
Yeah.
You know? But I think we all want the same things. We just disagree on how to get there.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I want to shoot a 6-point stag, and I'm going to go across the boundary lines to get my 6-point stag. And you will not go across the boundary lines, you know? So we're different in that way.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. You just lied.
You just lied.
I will go across the boundary lines.
We're just kidding, folks. Just kidding.
Yeah,
but not really.
Ethical hunters.
Yeah.
Respect.
I get real close, though, brother.
Ooh, I can see the no taunting sign from my stand.
Hey, man, I'm within my right. You know, like I can hunt here. But honestly, and hey, look, people, giving you a fucking pro tip here. Getting close to those edges is a great place to be.
They know where they're safe.
And honestly, like even like close to roads sometimes, because a road is an edge. Deer are creatures of edges. They like edges. And what I mean by edges is like when one habitat turns into something different.
Yeah, like woods to a field.
Yes, a field edge is the most common one. Yeah. Where are the deer going to walk? Typically on that field edge. Where you're going to see them the most often is on the edges. They love inside corners. They're going to hang out there. Same thing on the road. Like if you've got a large piece of public land, like where I used to live over there, Elk Neck State Forest, which I still live up to Elk Neck State Forest, but a different spot. Right up to the road, like you're talking 40 yards in, was a great spot to sit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you couldn't park there, so that was a good thing, honestly. But you walk across the road and you walk in just 40 yards, it's a great spot because they're not going to go out in the road, but they like that edge. They feel safe there because they know the road is here, and then they've only got one side that they really got to pay attention to, and that's where they move. So, and a lot of that is with boundary lines and stuff like that too. Those edges, all edges aren't natural, is what I'm saying. And use them all.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it doesn't have to just be a field edge.
Yep, there's lots of edges.
The edge of even inside the timber, the edge of like a mountain laurel around here.
Yep,
the edge of that, because that laurel it's so fucking thick.
It's such a pain in the ass.
It is, but they love to just skirt along the side of it.
Yeah.
And if you can find a tree right there, money.
And they're lazy. Remember that they're lazy.
Yes.
They're gonna go the path of least resistance.
And with anything.
Yeah.
That's what everything does.
And this isn't just deer either. There's Will Bratton, shout out, our boy down in southern Maryland. He said, fish the same way. Because he's a commercial fisherman. That's what he does for a living. He takes guys out on a charter boat and stuff. And he's like, the canyons. He's like, we drive out to the canyons. And that's where all the fish are. They're right there at that edge where you're going from the shallow water into the deep. Like, that's where they all hang out. It's the same shit. Same shit in the creek. Where are the fish at? They got a nice deep hole right here. They're going to hang out right there. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, these changes in the contour lines of the topography of that area, they like that shit, so like edges are an amazing tool to use, and we're so blessed that we have topographic maps and all these GPS that we have nowadays, because dude, I will find spots, and I mean, I'm talking, I have really been able to hone in on some good hunting spots just by looking at Google Earth.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's awesome. And that's something our fathers didn't have that privilege.
That's why my dad was such a bad hunter.
Yeah,
I mean, this shit ain't hard.
It's not.
People put too much thought into it sometimes. This shit ain't hard.
I think killing a big buck is hard.
Yeah.
But honestly, more than anything, it just takes time. You're not just going to kill a big buck as easy as you can. If you just want to kill deer, dude, it's not that hard.
No.
You're going to have to work for it, don't get me wrong, and it's going to seem hard until you do it. But public land, private land, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, once you get the hang of it, it's Miyamoto Musashi said, when you see the way broadly, you can see the way in all things. Mm-hmm. And, like, what that means to me is, like, once you just kind of get the idea of how something works, it kind of applies to all aspects. Mm-hmm. And it's like, once you start killing deer, like, I feel like once I killed my first deer, it was just like a switch turned.
Like, oh,
this is how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then once it starts going, dude, then you just get better and better. And then you're just fucking hammering them. And now I feel like, I don't care if you put me on a piece of public land anywhere. Like, I'm going to find deer. Yeah. Whether or not I kill a big buck, well, that's different. Yeah. That is definitely harder. Don't get me wrong. But killing deer, it's a very attainable thing for anyone. Yeah. It helps to have mentors, though, for sure.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, but I feel like that's like my next step. I can kill a deer any day of the week. But the next step is, can I kill a big buck? Can I find a big buck?
Can I do that every year?
Yeah, that's the next step.
That is something that we just haven't got to yet.
No.
Admittedly, like, I wish we did. And I can blame it a lot on where we're at. Maryland isn't necessarily a big buck state. But they're here.
They are here.
They are here. And if that was our primary focus, I think we could do it. And end on public land. But it would have to be our primary focus.
Yeah,
and
we don't put a lot of weight on it.
No. Do I want to kill a buck? Yes. We both do.
Yes.
But, like, I really like just shooting those, dude. Oh, like, and I do, deer meat is my number one food source. Mm-hmm. Feeds me, feeds my family. And I don't buy red meat. So for me, like, it's not just all about bucks for me. Even stags, like, I still just want to shoot hinds. I want to get at least one hind this year. I'd love to tag out and get 2 hinds and a stag. But, yeah, I think in order to get really good at killing big bucks, that has to be your primary focus.
Yeah.
And I'm just not there yet. I love shooting does.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever be there.
No.
I just love, like you said.
If I shoot a big buck every few years, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good for me.
Yeah, I think I got a big buck every 2 or 3 years so far, so.
Yep.
I'm due this year.
Yes, you are. And like a lot of these guys like that you listen to podcasts, and nothing wrong with it. If this is you, that's fine. Like that is their number one goal is a big buck.
That's fine.
That's all they live for. Like they will pursue big bucks. They'll go from state to state, from property to property, and that is the only thing they're worried about. And like that's just not who we are.
No.
Maybe I'll be that one day. Maybe I'll get tired of shooting times, but I can't see it.
Dude, there's nothing like letting the air out of a fucking doe.
You know how hard it is for me to not to shoot a doe when I haven't shot a deer in 7 months? It's not happening.
No, it's not.
I can't do it. I've tried.
Yeah, you have. You have tried.
I've even done like decent at it, but dude, it just doesn't last. And I always got to shoot at least one doe before, and like I could do that as long as I could get one in early season. Then I can wait a few weeks and try to hold out for a buck. But like any more than that, nope, I'm done.
Man, that big old nanny comes in at like 20 yards.
Oh,
puts her front leg forward for you. It's like,
just looks back at you with them Betty Davis eyes.
You're dead.
Yeah, she's got to go. I can't do it. It's like there's just something in me. I don't allow it.
20 days, boy. 20 days.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Jesus fucking Christ, I can't wait.
I think, every year brings its own obstacles, and you got to figure out how to climb to the top of whatever proverbial mountain that you have to climb. And those obstacles might not just be deer. It might be what's going on in your personal life, what's going on at work, you know what I mean? Your schedule's fucked up. You got all this stuff going on. But no matter what, every year we find a way to make the deer woods a priority and to enjoy just being out there, man. And just like, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that we have the opportunities that we do have. I'm thankful that, we've got Travis to help us with discounts. Shout out to Travis. But like, I'm just, I can't help but feel like deer season's almost here. It's our time, brother.
It is.
This is our time of year. This is what we look forward to all year, guys. And I know y'all listening feel the same way. Like, it's here, boys. All the shit you've been through, all the work you've worked through, all the fuckery you've put up with this year, it's our time. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's here. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's what matters most.
Last year my head wasn't there because Cora dying. Yeah, I just wasn't there at all.
No.
This year I got something else going on. But fuck that.
No.
This is my season.
Yes.
I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, this is your redemption season.
It is.
You had a rough one last year.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that this year.
No.
We got to do some more shake and bakes this year, brother.
Yeah.
We didn't get enough in last year. We got to get, and you said it earlier, I'm going to hunt Portmore, and I think we definitely need to do some shaking and baking, brother. Tag teaming. Definitely. Early season, like sometime within September, we need to do the ghillie suit hunt and go sit. We'll just sit on opposite sides of the field. Oh, dude, I can't wait. I'm going to shoot right through a fucking 8-pointer in velvet into your leg. Yeah! We got to be careful about that.
Our success rate with shake and bake is probably like 60%, though.
Yeah, it's over 50% for sure. Definitely. Which is insane. It's just, I don't know if that's dumb luck or just you put two infant-sized brains together and you get one kind of
slightly retarded,
but proficient in deer hunting.
Yeah.
We kick some ass, bro.
I can't wait. God damn it.
It's going to be a great year. Well,
I'm ready.
We're over an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Johnny, you got anything else?
Open the gates.
Open the gates, baby. Let's go.
I'm ready.
It's deer season. 20 days. Peace.